So here we are with a wonderful gentleman, Peter Purves. Good
Oh,
evening.
nice of you to say that, Robin.
Thank you, Robert. How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
The difference between your time as a doctor's companion and now, how has that changed, or what do you think?
Oh, it's a dramatic change. When we used to do it, it was like weekly repertory, which is how I learnt my trade in the theatre in the UK. We did a play a week. We were set as a permanent company in one town, and we performed in the same theatre week in, week out. New play every week. I did 2 years of that, 96 plays in 2 years. Some of the parts were big, some of the parts were small, some of the parts I was good in, some of the parts I must have been rotten in. But that's how I trained. Doctor Who was like that. We used to go in on a Monday, start rehearsing. On Friday night, by 8:30, we'd finished. That was it, an episode. And in a year, I did 46 episodes. So it was weekly rep in television. Now, single camera shooting. Ours was multi-camera, and you had to do it as if it was live. Nowadays, they take weeks to do sequences. They do it single camera. They edit an awful lot of editing, a lot of special effects. It's a totally different setup now. I think I prefer it when I was in it, though I've never done any of the modern Doctor Who's. I think I prefer the way we used to work. I like that.
Wonderful. Working there. How was it working with the first Doctor, William Hartnell?
He was lovely. I got on with him really well. A lot of people didn't, but I got on with him really well. And he liked me. When I played a character called Morton Dill, who was this weird Texan or Alabaman guy who was visiting New York in the chase, and I did a small scene, 10 minutes with the Doctor and the Daleks. That was me, finished. He liked me so much that's why I took over as Stephen Taylor. He suggested to the producers that I would be a good takeover, and so it was. I took over as Stephen Taylor 3 weeks after I played Morton Dill. I'm the only actor ever to have played two totally different characters in the same serial.
Well, that's really, really good.
Episode 3, episode 6, two different characters.
Oh, wonderful. Now, obviously, my era, I grew up with yourself on the classic Blue Peter.
Yep.
How was the Blue Peter influence with you as well?
Well, it was a turning point in my career because, to be fair, after Doctor Who, I didn't do a lot of acting. I couldn't get work. Unlike today, if you've done a television series, you know you're a superstar forever. The work comes tumbling in, scripts comes. It doesn't happen like that. It didn't happen like that then, and very few people went on from Doctor Who to have a major career afterwards. I was lucky. My career changed. Blue Peter was a television presenter. It wasn't an acting job, and I joined that show. It had been running for, I think, 8 years when I joined it. I joined it in 1967. I think it started in 1959. It's still running now. It's nearly 60 years old. I did 10.5 years as presenter of that, and it changed my life. I've been a television presenter ever since, and I've had, I don't know, I must have done 800 or 850 episodes of Doctor Who, of Blue Peter, and I've done another probably 1,000 different television show appearances since then. So it's been a varied career, but no acting now, unfortunately. I miss it.
Right. Does it give any such thing as a Blue Peter convention?
No such thing.
No such
Doesn't
thing.
exist. No. It was hugely popular. I mean, they could have done it, I suppose, but I'm not sure why. It was a magazine program, so there was no theme to what we did. It was whatever was current. It was sort of current affairs for kids, if you like, things that people were doing at the time. And we didn't go along and watch what people did. We went along and learnt what they did and took part in it and did what they did. So whether it was driving a railway train or sailing a yacht out in the Solent or the English Channel, or whether it was doing air-sea rescue stuff with helicopters, or whether it was driving tanks, or whether, you name it, we did it. It was wonderful. Taking part in the old Crocs run, which you, Robin, will know about, nobody else will, but you know about these antique vehicles that used to drive once a year from London to Brighton as a sort of rally. Filmed on that 3 times. We did everything. It was a magazine. You could do anything, any little bit. So it was a wonderful, wonderful time.
Right, Peter, thank you very much, and from me, it's been a pleasure meeting you.
And you, Robin. Cheers.
Thank you.